Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 16 of our Bills podcast. Today, we will be discussing the Bills' win over the Miami Dolphins, which won us the division. Now, I'd like to welcome my friend Adrian.
What's up, everyone?
Okay, Adrian, how would you describe this win?
Well, it's super satisfying because, well, first off, the Dolphins are frauds and they suck and their fans are annoying. So, I mean, the fact that we got to expose them and then take the division for the fourth straight year, to me, that's super satisfying. But like overall, just it was honestly not our best performance, but that's what made it like all the better because we didn't even play well, and yet the Dolphins, with everything on the line, they couldn't get it done. We weren't really, like I said, we weren't at our best. We could have played a lot better, but I think overall, just the overall meaning of that game, the fact that we were able to win the division, take it from them. By the way, they choked like a 3 game lead on the division to us, but yeah, but like yeah, the fact that we were able to win the division, take the 2 seed, like I think it's just a super huge win for us. I just think it was so huge.
I I cannot agree more, to be frank, to be honest.
Yeah,
All year, all year, all year, I knew they were frauds. All year. And and for them to lose the division is it's not ironic or not unexpected or not a coincidence. It was expected. So yeah, I mean overrated as 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 the most overrated thing I've ever seen, honestly. Okay, who would you describe as the top performer in this?
Um, so in my opinion, I actually don't think that there was any standout guy, if I'm being honest with you, because I think that it was just a game where not many of our guys performed at their highest level. I don't think that there was too many, but I will say, just in general, like the players who have been disappointments this season, like some of them showed up today, which I'm just gonna name a few names. Deontay Hardy is one of them because I mean his kickoff return touchdown, that was huge. Like, obviously that's what got us back into the game. He hasn't really done anything all year, but I was really impressed with that play that he made. Trent Sherfield with that thick touchdown at the beginning of the game from from the deflection. Um, and then Dawson Knox with the game-winning touchdown. Just overall, like a lot of players that don't usually have good games. I thought that they really showed up today, which is always good to see.
I agree. I thought to be frank, I thought Allen could have played a little bit better. I thought Diggs actually played okay.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, but I think I agree. Really, it was one of those games where nobody had a standout performance. It was more over that it was more like a team win, if I reckon. So yeah, I guess going into the playoffs, it's good to get other guys involved. So yeah, okay. Now just looking at things from a Dolphins point of view, based on what happened to the Dolphins this season, do you believe that this is one of their biggest chokes in their history and contributes to their characterization as chokers and frauds that they've been the last couple of years, or do you think they could turn this around next year? And why?
yeah. As you said, uh, this definitely does reinforce the choker, poverty franchise narrative that they have.
And
Like
don't
I
forget
think that
frauds.
yeah, frauds. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I don't really think that they could turn this around. Tua had an absolute stinker against the Bills. He wasn't any good. He had like 2 good drives the whole game. I, I don't think they're gonna do anything in the playoffs either. Like, and especially not next season. Like, I just don't think that they really. have that much potential as a team to like really be contending with the Bills for titles, like or for AFC's titles. Like this was their best year, and then this was our worst year. So the fact that they weren't able to win the division in our worst year and their best year, that really says something. So like, just imagine any other year, like going down, going in the future, like I don't think they're gonna win the division because we're gonna be better and they're gonna be worse. So I honestly don't think that I'm really shocked at this performance that they choked, that they've been exposed, and I'm honestly happy that now the whole world is finally knows the truth about Tua and the Dolphins.
And and let me tell you something. When the Bills beat them, they put up 40 points back in October, I reckon. That's when
Hmm.
you knew it. That's when you knew it. Frauds the whole way. They're the Cowboys' sisters. That's what they are. That's all they are. And all they ever will be. Frauds, chokers, losers, and watch how they get eliminated from the playoffs against the Chiefs. You know it's gonna happen. You know it.
Yeah. Yes, I
If
know
anything,
it.
I think it could be a blowout. Or not a blowout. I think it might be a pretty wide margin though, to which they lose by, to be honest. I I just they're so obviously gonna lose to the Chiefs. So obviously. Maybe
Mhm.
it might be 26-7. We'll see. Um, okay. Going into the playoffs now, do you trust Stefon Diggs based on this performance and based on just his overall career going into the playoffs?
I actually hope that he like
No, no,
turns
no,
a
no, no, no,
corner.
no, 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 no. No hope. You have to try yes or no. It's a yes or no question.
What do you mean? Like, okay, Jacob. No, I don't trust him, Jacob, because you know why? Because he hasn't been good in the playoffs for his pretty much since his Minnesota days.
You know
So
what?
no, I don't think so.
I can't argue with that because to be frank, I agree. But it's against the loser Steelers we're facing. If we can't beat the Steelers, then we might as well just let Kenny Pickett crown our franchise. And he's not even playing on Sunday. I mean on Monday or on Sunday or on the game. Okay. Now let's just do awards for the season to wrap this up. Whom who do you think was our best wide receiver this year? Or best like offensive player this year?
Um, God, what a mid-season. I don't know. Josh would be the boring answer, but I'm not gonna say Josh. So
No, no, not Josh is something else. We're gonna grade him. We need like a weapon here, like a running back, a wide receiver, a tight end.
I guess I'll have to go with James Cook then, because really, out of all of the why Jacob, is that who you were gonna choose?
Yeah, yeah, that's who. Yeah, I'll give my
No, I'll talk.
reasoning. No,
I'll
no, no, don't
talk
worry.
about. I'll talk about someone. Yeah, because actually, no, everyone else sucked. So like, there's okay, James Cook. Um, Late in the season, I think he really turned it around. Like in the beginning of the season, he was pretty average. I don't think that he was doing anything spectacular. He was still good, but overall, just like our offense under Ken Dorsey, like I mean, he was terrible under Ken Dorsey. Like, no, 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 for his standards, how he was playing at the end of the season, he was so much better than he was under Dorsey, which goes to show how bad Dorsey was. But I think that his turnaround, how well he was playing at the end of the season, no, like his highs that he hit against Dallas, against KC, um, against Philly, like those games, those performances, I think really proved to me that he was an important part of this team, and I hope that he's going to be used more in the playoffs. I trust Dorsey. I mean, ah, I trust Joe Brady to incorporate him in the offense more.
Okay, okay, okay. Um, yeah, I for me, I think he just played. I think he played very well, and he definitely, he definitely, he turned things on. Oh my God, he turned things on. He turned things on late in the season and was huge to all our good offensive games. I think he did a good job overall. Okay. Now, looking at Josh Allen, on what grade would you give him for the season and why? And I'll start this one. I believe he's an A minus player this season. What about you? And the reason why is because I think the turnovers were too much, but otherwise the rest of his game was fine. Just working on the turnovers. Otherwise he was great though.
Um, I'll have to go like you said, A minus because I still think that he's done enough this season to prove that he's like a top five, top whatever quarterback because he
Well,
is.
Hurts'
I mean,
stock is down. Prescott's stock might be up a little bit. Hurts' stock is down. Mahomes' stock is down. Lawrence's stock is down. Tua's stock is down as far as I'm concerned. So really,
Mahomes,
he's a stock three. I mean, he's a top three.
yeah, I agree. I agree, and I think he's done enough this season to prove it. He's been like I still think he's like an MVP candidate, but I mean, people don't agree with that. I still think that he's so valuable to this team. The amount of touchdowns that he scored prove that. Like he did have a lot of interceptions, but to me, the good definitely outweighs definitely outweighs the
Outweighs the
bad.
bad. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Now to wrap things up, who would you view as the best defensive player of the year for us?
Actually, there's a few. There's a few that were pretty good. No,
Yep,
no
yep,
true standout, but
yeah.
I'll go Ed Oliver because this guy, he was drafted in 2019 and he's had a pretty average career up to this point, like not really doing much. But this season, he was our best defensive lineman, like by a good margin. I think he had his fair share of sacks. He was immense in pressuring in big situations and big defensive moments. He was one of the ones who stepped up a lot.
I think the best defensive player is I'd probably go Ed Oliver too, just because I think he played a big role in a bunch of the games. I think he did a good job for us. Okay, thank you to everybody who has listened to this episode of our Buffalo Bills podcast. We will see you for this pregame against the Steelers. Thank you for listening.